All successful people, organizations have a written plan for their short term and their long term goals. If you want to be financially successful, you should too, right? You want to take the time to determine what's your financial status, see where you stand, your net worth. You also want to decide as a partner with your partner, as a couple, or you want to decide by yourself, what goals do I want to achieve? What financial goals do I want to achieve down the line? I.e., buy a house, buy a car, things like that. And also you want to determine how you're going to accomplish this, right? We're going to monitor ourselves monthly, monitor this goal, make sure we're on track to reach our goals. So today's episode is going to be a great one. It's going to be about setting up your financial roadmap, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's jump on in. Welcome to the Plencher Show. I'm your host, Pedro. Today's episode, we're going to discuss setting up your financial roadmap, getting yourself situated, looking at yourself now, how we're going to get to the point where we want to be, how we're going to reach our goals, right? Setting up that financial roadmap just to help us get to where we need to be, charter that field, charter that journey of retirement and home buying and etc., giving to our kids and grandchildren. You know, this is how we start that journey. We have to first set up a financial roadmap. Why are financial goals important? Financial goals and written plans on how to achieve them help you focus all your efforts and attention into achieving those goals. If you see this goal every day, write it down, put it on a vision board, visualize it. Seeing is believing. You see this goal every day when you wake up. If you're constantly going back and forth, looking at this goal, revisiting, daydreaming, putting things into action, right? You will reach your goals. So writing them down, having an actual plan is very important. Goals are like gas for your car. They keep you moving forward. But without them, you're not going to get very far. We need goals. Second thing we want to talk about, calculate your net worth. Calculate your net worth. Basically, your net worth is your assets minus liabilities. That's the fancy term. Anything that you own of value minus any debts you owe. Anybody you owe, any the bank, credit card, whoever, any debts you owe, those will be considered liabilities. And that number, whether it's positive or negative, is your net worth. So that's how you would calculate your net worth. Third thing I want to discuss is how to prepare an actual net worth statement, right? How to prepare a net worth statement. So like I said before, you would list all your assets, anything you own of value, house, car, all your retirement accounts, cash value life insurance policies, stocks, bonds, anything of value that you own, you list it, write it all down. Mortgages, car loans, credit card debt, home equity loans, anything that you own, basically that you got to pay back, you want to list all that on the flip side. Now, when you've listed everything you can think of, you're going to subtract all those people you owe. You're going to add all that, subtract that liability from the total value of your assets. If that number is positive, congratulations, you're doing good. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing really good. Keep it up, and the more you continue to pay your debts and get out of debt, the more that net worth will grow, right? Keep it up. And if your net worth is in the negative, it's in the red, we have some work to do. We got to go revisit that monthly budget. We got to start tracking it, monitor it, see where our leaks are. You got a slow leak in a tire, you might not see it at first, but eventually you're going to start feeling the pressure. You're going to start, you feel me, seeing, oh, damn, I can't really move how I'm supposed to. What's going on? That's that leak. Find that leak in that budget. Handle it. Find out what it is. I remember one situation where I was reviewing my budget, me and my wife, our annual budget, and a shocking number hit me. I spent $1,200 on rap, on backwoods. $1,200 in 1 year. Alarming. I'm talking about set me straight. I would rather have that $1,200 in my pocket. So once I figured out what my leak was, I made the quick change. Oh, I ain't doing that no more. Cut that in half. More than half, actually. Cut that down. We need that money in our bank accounts. We need that money invested. Next thing I want to discuss is decide on what you want to achieve financially. Decide, right? Make up your mind and decide what you want. You might be thinking of retiring young. You want to travel the world, right? You want to have your time to yourself to do what you want. You might be thinking of buying a home, your first home, your second home, right? You might be thinking of buying a car maybe in the short term, a boat, right? Short-term goals. Whatever it is, decide on what you want to achieve. You have to make sure you're willing to give up instant gratification. Yeah, that's a tough one. Instant gratification. We have to be willing to give up instant gratification. We can't say, I want it now. I need to buy it now. It's going to be hard. It's very hard to not buy impulsively. It's very hard not to see that nice jewelry or them nice cars and to not want to go buy it. It's very, very hard. I understand, but it's going to take that. You're going to have to buckle down, not shop impulsively, not buy credit cards. You're going to have to do those things. Yes, I'm sorry. It takes work. Right now, you got you a big keg on your stomach. It's going to be hard. The more we get at it, the more we stay diligent and focus and put all our efforts into our financial well-being, the more them abs will start to show up. The more in shape you'll be, the more better you'll feel about yourself. Next thing I want to talk about is evaluate your progress. Now you've got your net worth statement prepared. You thought about what you want to achieve in life. You've identified some long-term and short-term goals. Now, let's figure out or determine how we're going to reach those goals. So what you want to do is once a month, at least once a month, sit down. You and your partner, sit down and review your monthly budget. Review your progress. Are we getting out of debt? Are we saving or are we creating more debt for ourselves? It's going to show it. Log into that Mint, like I told you, or whatever software you're using. Log into it once a month and track your progress. For those short-term goals that we had, of course you're going to revisit the budget, or you're going to revisit your financial roadmap more frequently, more often than opposed to the long-term goals. But more frequent visits is good because you're going to catch leaks like that. You're going to see things like that. Frequent revisits are good. Last thing I want to discuss is your attitude. It's all about your attitude. Personal finance is not as stressful as it seems. It's not as hard as it seems. It's just like anything else. You start it, it gets rough in the beginning, but as you continue to chisel through, as you continue to march through, it'll get easier. You'll start to enjoy it more. You want to consider your time and effort as an investment. It's not going in vain. This is all for your well-being. This is all for your financial foundation. So it's very important that we develop a positive attitude. It's very important that we take this serious. We can't play games with this. We got to peel back them wounds. I know some of us are scared to look in that bank account. Oh, we scared to look in that bank account. Yeah, we scared to look in that bank account. But you're going to have to. If it's in the red, you're going to have to see it. Find out how much you owe in credit card debt. Peel that scab back. We need to see it. It's the only way you're going to fix the problem. It's the only way you're going to address the situation. Figure out how much money you have. Figure out what you owe. Figure out how much debt you in. Figure out the next solution. Figure out, all right, what do I want to do? I want to buy a house. I need to put up. I need to buy a car. We need to put away for our son's school. Right. You and your partner, sit down, have that talk. You know, you're a single person, sit down, have that talk with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Set your financial roadmap. Calculate your net worth. Write you a net worth statement. figure out what you want to achieve in life, monitor your efforts monthly, track your progress, and I guarantee you will reach your goals. It happened to me. Prime example. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, got some valuable information, took some notes maybe. Setting up your financial roadmap is very important, guys. Very important. I'm going to be here with you on your journey. You know what I'm saying? We're going to climb that ladder together. You know, we're going to dig out that hole together. And I'm going to help you with the knowledge that I've learned. I'm going to help you. I'm going to share it with you. And so you can be a better person, do the things that you would love to do, retire early, buy a home, buy multiple homes, be more giving. I'm going to help you be that person. Like, subscribe, please. Leave that alert so you know whenever the episodes are coming out. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.